Hello, good day. My name is Rowena Tijones. I'm taking up Bachelor's of Arts in English Language. I'm one of the scholars of Fulfill and I'm studying at AMA University Online Education. I choose prose for this cross project. Prose fictions. What is prose fictions? Prose fiction is a specific genre of prose that's generated entirely from the author's imagination, allowing for the high degree of creativity and originality. Unlike traditional narrative that may incorporate functional elements or real-world context, prose fiction focuses primarily on invented story that prioritize exploring ideas and themes. These genre often employ a narrative form that mirror natural speech patterns, enhancing the readability and legibility of the text. By engaging with the prose fictions, readers are invited into enriching fictional world that broaden their perspectives and stimulate their imagination, making it a fulfilling form of literary expression. Example of high quality prose line. Here's a few famous lines in The Lord of the Rings by R.R. Tolkien's an explanation. The world's indeed full of horror. In it, there are many dark places, but still, there is much at its fair. And though in all lands love, and now mingle with grief, is grow perhaps the greater. The Lord of the Ring, the Fellowship of the Ring. These words are being said with Hodler. It means that the world is filled with various dangers and numerous dark places that can create the sense of providing. However, alongside this aspect, there is also a rich tapestry of beauty found in nature's art and human connections. In every country and culture, love frequently intertwined with grief, highlighting the profound impact that loss can have on our emotional lives. These mixtures of joy and sorrow often enriches our experiences, making love deeper and more resilient. By acknowledging and embracing this complicity, we can foster stronger and more meaningful our relationship with others. When we dwell into the diverse way people cope with loss, we uncover invaluable insight about our human experience. This understanding sheds light on our complex relationship with life and death, illuminating how we find love and meaning in our connections, while also enlightening intricate balance between sadness and joy that shapes our existence. Each response to loss narrate a unique story that enhances our comprehensions of what it truly means to be human. For like a sharp, clearing cold, the thought brings him that in the end of the shadows, though only a small and passing things, there was a light and high beauty forever behind its reach. Means like a sharp arrow, the thought hit him hard. He realized that in the big pictures of life, the shadow was just a temporary and important part. Behind its reach was a lasting world filled with bright light and beautiful things, always safe from the darkness. In The Return of the King, the last book of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, Frodo and Sam travel through the dark, depressing land of Mordor. As they move forward, Sam starts to lose hope. Then he sees something special there, peeping among the cloud rock about a dark door high up in the mountains. Sam saw a white star twinkle for a while. This bright star stand out against the dark clouds and bring beauty to the blank surroundings. Seeing these stars touch Sam's heart and give him hope again. He realized, for like a sharp, clear and cold, the thought brings him that in the end, the shadow was only small and passing things. The darkness around them will not last forever. There is a light and beauty that lasts much longer and is out of the reach of the darkness. These moments show that even in a tough times, we find a beauty that helps restore our hope and guide us onward. The Lord of the Ring, Chapter 6, The Old Forest Fellowship of the Ring. The afternoon was wearing away when they scrambled and stumbled into the fold that was wider and deeper than anything they had yet met. It was so steep and overhung that it proved impossible to climb up out of it again, either forwards or backwards, without leaving their ponies and their baggage behind. All they can do was to follow the ford downwards. The ground grew soft, in the place swaggy. Spring appeared in the banks, and soon they found themselves following the brooks that trickled and bubbled through a weedy bed. Then the grounds began to fall rapidly, and the brook, growing strong and noisy, flowed and leaped swiftly downhill. They were a deep, dim-lit gully overhung by tree high above them. These passages is mellifluous in prose, the author writing a smooth and pleasant quality that engage reader effectively. He uses clear and simple language that make his ideas easy to understand. By using broad description, he provides just enough details to spark the reader's imagination while allowing them to fill in the gap with their own idea. These methods keep the audience interested in imagining the story. Overall, this approach the key element to good narrating. The Lord of the Ring. The Lord of the Ring is a momentum effect high fantasy novel authored by the English writer and scholar J.R.R. Tolkien, first published in the mid-20th century, often hailed the cornerstone of modern literature. It is universally recognized as one of the greatest fantasy narrative ever crafted. The story followed the perilous journey of hobbits, men, elves, tribe, and other fantastical beings as they unite to confront the Dark Lord Sauron and destroy the One Ring, which embodied ultimate power and corruption. Tolkien's intricate world building is unparalleled. He meticulously constructed Middle-earth, complete with its own language, cultures, and history, giving readers immersive experience. His prose stands out of the richness and evocative imagery, transporting readers into vibrant landscapes and profound emotional landscapes. The depth of his character, from the courageous Frodo Baggins to the wise Gandalf, reveals the complexity of heroism and sacrifice. Ultimately, Tolkien contributed to the fantasy genre cannot be overstated. His work has set standards that continue to inspire countless authors and captivate readers around the globe. And his writing is often simple and modern when writing about the hobbits and more archaic style and used when writing about elves, dwarf, and Húrin. It is elegant, graceful, and old-fashioned. It embodied the spirit of the fantasy realm of Middle-earth in which Tolkien's saga takes place. The old-fashioned and archaic writing style help to paint the fantasy world as a place from the past long forgotten. Thank you so much. This is the end of my course project, Introduction to Stylistic. Professor Mylene Basida. I'm Rowena Tijones. I'm taking up Bachelor's of Art in English Language.